here's what's really fascinating. Lodgepole Pines and ACPA people, we like fire. We get it. We know how to deal with it. It's our area of expertise. On our campuses, we don't typically deal with the things that are simple, systematic, and easy, right? Because we deal with people in the midst of their tension, trying to find their way through. So we're well equipped. I'm really grateful that ACPAers are comfortable in those places and time when the world is on fire with a new idea. Women in sports, remember that? I remember when it came to my campus. People of color in college, I remember when that came to my campus. People who are differently abled in classrooms, I remember when that came. This just means how old I am, by the way. And people who identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. We are the people who were present for those people as they came. So a crown fire is actually not a problem for us. We get it. We know how to do it. I think it's Gavin Henning who shared this description. I may be wrong. While what we do is largely transactional, what we catalyze is transformational. Is that right? Is he the one? I'm going to credit you, Gavin. And I think that's what differentiates us now as the Association of College Student Educators International. We know that higher education is at an inflection point. We must now evolve from a culture of compliance to a culture of evidence-based decision-making, in which policies and practices are informed and evaluated by the ultimate yardstick, a measurable, positive impact on student learning and success. I am so excited by those last 4 words: student, learning, and success. These are our words. And therefore, we don't have to be afraid of the words evidence-based. We are at that moment when opposing tensions are going to release a lot of new sources of energy and creativity. In January 2014, the National Institute for Learning Outcomes Assessment released its report entitled Knowing What Students Know and Can Do, the Current State of Student Learning Outcomes Assessment in U.S. Colleges and Universities. This study engaged provost or chief academic officers at all of our regionally accredited undergraduate degree granting 2- and 4-year private and for-profit institutions in the U.S., 2,781 of them. The entire report was very enlightening, but as the new director of ACPA, one finding caught my attention. There's a statement in that report. Overall, student affairs staff involvement in assessment was not rated high in terms of support for assessment activities, perhaps reflecting less integration of assessment efforts across campuses. If we want to survive and thrive, we have to choose a new way of thinking about assessing what we do. We need to be willing and able to participate and lead the institutional and intentional efforts that create the kind of tension that catalyzes culture bending and mind-bending changes in the lives of our campuses, because that's what our life is going to be like. This is not a time when we want to be sitting on the back row. This is a time when we want to present our work as capacity building for humankind. We are the titivating forces of our industry, our profession, our communities, and our campuses. And I invite you to own that and be that. Thank you.